Welcome, welcome, welcome to the first conversation in our Whole Woman Masterclass Series. This is a special evening for me today because we officially begin our 9-week journey celebrating 9 years of SamuONline. My name is Samu Gumbi and I am your host for the summit. I am your host for the masterclasses. But tonight, I'm not doing this alone. That I work with behind the scenes um, that are going to be helping me welcome you to this summit. And I've got a special lady that is the one that is going to take the reins from me, not just me, that is going to lead us in. And I'll invite them to come on the stage and you can just welcome them. Welcome, Coletta.
Hello, beautiful
Welcome,
ladies. Hi,
Samantha. Welcome, Kudzai.
hello. Wow. This is a special
Wow.
night indeed. I am overexcited about being
Yes.
able to do this. My name is Colette Ndlovu. I am the co-host on this Whole Woman Masterclass Series. My God. Samu,
Awesome.
how are you feeling?
You know, when like in my language, when they would say ngivuye, ngivuye as ngigiye, now I'm
Is this
even
the part where
speaking
we
tongues.
Of course.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Ladies, welcome. What an honor and what a pleasure to be part of this magnificent movement. Honestly, before we go anywhere, whoever's watching, can I encourage you? Send your links to everybody that you know, every woman that you know in your area, in your, I don't know, in your office, wherever you are. Please make sure you send this link because we need everybody to be part of this movement. They cannot miss out on such goodness. I mean, ladies, you can agree with me. This is
Of
a movement to
course.
not be
Of
missed,
course.
correct?
Of
Yes,
course.
definitely.
Yeah. So we will get right into it. I'm sure the links are being shared on, I mean, we are live on YouTube, correct? And we are live
Yes.
on the platforms. So if you can, just make sure you share as far as you can and let's get to have some fun together. Ladies, like I said, you know what? This is my type of thing where we just chill, relax, and have conversations. And that's exactly what we're doing. Woman to woman, honest, candid conversations. So, Samu,
Yep.
I'm going to start with you. I mean, you're the visionary behind this. You're the woman behind everything. This is your baby. I can only imagine how you are feeling right now. So, I'm going to
Yeah.
ask you this as the visionary behind this, what was your vision when you were thinking about this day? What did you have in mind for the woman, for the women out there?
Oh, wow. We are getting right into it, right?
Yeah.
Of course.
You know what? Wow. I mean, I think when you're looking at this and you're not seeing me alone, you're seeing me with other women, that's exactly it. That was the
Yeah.
vision behind this to
Yeah.
say we I'm not going to walk alone anymore. I'm going to
Yeah.
work with different women from all walks of life. And tonight is
Exactly.
testament of that. And you know what, Coletta, before we even get into that, I think maybe each and every lady can introduce themselves, where they are from,
Yeah.
so that we can show where we really are tuning in from. I'm tuning in from
Oh
South
yeah.
Africa. I don't know where you are, Coletta. I don't know where Samantha is. I don't know where Kudzai is. Let them tell
Let's
us where
do that.
they
Oh
are.
my.
I like that. Yes. Tell you what, ladies. So I'm calling in from the United Kingdom. So I'll let the other
Wow.
ladies also introduce themselves. Whoop
Hebu
whoop.
nisaidie hiyo tochi yako hata ikuwa inafanya nini? Hiyo tochi yako
Yes, Samantha, would you like to let us know where you're calling in from?
What a way to spend a Monday evening. I am so excited. This like a mini midweek party.
Oh,
Yes,
wow.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So I am Samantha Matlharela, affectionately known as Semi. I'm dialing in from Gaborone, Botswana.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm
Welcome,
right next door,
welcome.
and I'm so excited about this evening to share as we prepare for the summit, which is scheduled for September 14th to 18th. So I will be one of the speakers, and actually on the first day of the summit. So the pressure is really high.
I can imagine. I can
Yeah, and
imagine
I'm
that.
the first speaker. Imagine the first speaker
Yeah.
on the 14th of September. So yeah,
Wow, wow.
much love from
Welcome,
Botswana.
welcome, Samantha.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, and Kudzai, we've got our lovely Kudzai who's going to introduce herself as well. Kudzai, can you hear us? We cannot hear you, my darling. Okay, I
I
think
was
she's
trying
just
to
having a
unmute,
bit of a
sorry.
technical issue. Oh, there we go. There we go. Technology.
Yes,
Come
yes.
on,
Sorry
lady.
about that. I was trying to unmute and it's delaying in responding. Hello
That's
everyone.
all right.
How are you?
Hi.
How's it going?
We
Hi,
good,
Kuzi.
Miss
So,
Lady.
so there's a bit of lag on my side, so just bear with me. So
That's all
my
right.
name is Kudzai. My name is Kudzai Ndudzo. I am dialing in from South Africa, Pretoria. How many kilometers are we from each other, Samu? Quite a few. It's quite a drive
Yes.
from where I am to where Samu
Yes.
is.
I think it's about 2 hours or so, 2 hours drive.
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
okay.
Yeah, so
Wow.
yeah, tonight feels like I am hanging with the girls. So
Yes.
yeah, so let me
Right?
just give you
Coffee
a bit of
time.
a background. A bit of a background. I met Samu a few years ago at one of her sessions. She does digital training.
Yeah.
So I signed up for digital training and I did her course, which was very beneficial to me. And then from then on, she just mentioned in the group that she was looking for a virtual assistant. And
Okay.
then I called her up and I was like, "Someone, I'm interested." And that's how our relationship started. And so I've been working with her for
Wow.
something like 2 years. And I'm a
Oh,
virtual
Wow.
assistant. I help her with all her admin, some posts here and there,
oh,
brainstorming, organizing.
oh, that's lovely. Lovely, lovely.
Yes,
She
but
keeps
Welcome,
me
welcome,
sane.
Kudzai.
She keeps me sane.
Yeah, well done, well done. And that's all we need. I mean, come on. Everybody's got their own strengths and we work on that. So welcome, welcome, Kudzai. And
thank
we've just
you.
been joined by another lovely lady, Jael. Can you hear us from where you are, Miss Jael?
Yes, I can hear you. I was having trouble setting up. Oh my God, this is so new to me. Thank you, Samu, for for always
Technology,
hooking me up with the best.
of
Of
course.
course. So,
Oh,
because you've just joined in, yeah,
it's
we
been a
need you to let us
struggle.
know who you are and where you're dialing in from, and then we'll get
Yeah.
into it. Yes?
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Samu, for this wonderful platform. My name is Jael Atieno Owino, and
Mm-hmm.
I am from Kisumu, Kenya. And I'm a Jane of
Woo!
all trades. I'm a
Wow.
Jane of all trades.
Yeah.
Miss Samu taught me something. She told me if you want to know me, you should Google me. But we can't say that now. Now I have to tell you what I do. Uh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a Jane of all trades. I do many things. I'm a book editor. That is many thanks to my mentor who actually taught me that skill. I'm also a virtual
Yeah.
assistant. Yeah, and mainly I'm a founder and the executive director for Tech Bloom Africa, an
Oh,
initiative
okay.
where we help young girls and young women in the community with technological and digital skills. Yeah,
Yeah.
so I do many things, and I'm also a public speaker, and I speak
Oh,
mainly on women in technology and also mental health awareness. So
oh
this is
lovely.
such a And
Um,
to Miss Samu
yeah.
for giving me the opportunity to be here.
Awesome.
It is indeed a
Awesome.
pleasure
Awesome.
be around
Well,
these wonderful,
yeah.
all these wonderful women.
Absolutely. Well, welcome, Jael, and thank you for allowing us to have a few minutes of your time so that we can just be girls and have fun. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
ladies, I am so glad that you've gotten to introduce ourselves, but I know you were still warming up, in it. So you have not really given us the gist of who you are and what you do, because we want to tell the people what they're in store for. You know, because I
Yeah.
know every one of you has got skills that are phenomenal. I mean, when I first met all of you, well, some of you I met only yesterday, my mind literally it was boggled. I could not believe it, because the talent in the house is phenomenal. The ladies are just really phenomenal. And I actually went on my status and I posted, I think it was a screenshot, and I said, it's amazing the powerhouses that we have as women. And all it takes is just for us as women to pull each other up and say, listen, I'm going to fix your crown, you know? And that's
Yeah.
exactly what this masterclass and this summit is going to be doing, you know, for the ladies. And that's the platform we're looking to have for everybody else. So, ladies that are in the comment section, if you're watching us live, please, by all means, drop in the comments and let us know where you are watching us from. The more the
Yeah.
merrier. We want to know, because we are believing that this summit will reach the far ends of the earth, because that's what it's meant to do. Yeah. So we'll get right
Yeah.
back into it. Miss Samu, before we go to introduce ourselves, I wanted you,
Mhm.
as the visionary, just to give us a briefing of, you know, what you had in mind when you were creating this platform. And, you know, when you thought, okay, let me create a masterclass for the ladies, what did you have in mind when it came to women, and what were you trying to achieve?
Okay. So I'm audible, hey?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. For a longest time, oh, I see someone is saying they're tuning in from Zimbabwe.
Yay.
Hey.
Hello, Stella.
And then someone says we are seated.
Yes, yes,
Wow.
yes. Welcome,
Someone is saying
ladies.
they are tuning in from Cape Town.
Hala, hala,
Ooh.
hello,
Ah, we're taking
Siboniso.
Texas, USA.
Texas,
Yeah.
there we go. That's it. This is what we're talking about. We are going to reach the ends of this earth, I tell you.
I'm telling you. You know
Yeah,
what? Okay, I'm seeing some people saying, okay, I'll bring up the comments, but let me say something.
that's all
I'm
right.
excited.
Yeah, I
Um,
know.
for me, this celebration really comes
Yeah,
from being I'm looking back to the 9 years that I've
yeah,
walked this journey. And
yeah,
I was sitting at home with a 1 year old, not knowing what else to do, what's next, and
yeah,
not knowing where the next 10 rand is gonna come from. And
yeah,
as I look back and I sit here and I'm saying this one is tuning in from here, and I'm hearing Kenya, I'm hearing Botswana, I'm hearing the UK.
yeah,
I'm like, wow, it took an intention and it took a
yeah,
walk in the faith. It took a
exactly.
walk in the journey of business.
Yes.
Where most of the time what I've seen is, as Kudzi was saying that she was in one of my cohorts, I've trained
Yeah.
women that are functioning, that are, they are giving this, they are being this, they are being that, but no one is attending to that woman.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
this whole woman summit is where we are coming and we are saying we want to attend to the whole of you. You know
Yeah.
how now there is Coletta will come and attend to the nails.
Yeah.
Sammy can attend eyelashes.
Yeah.
Kudzi can attend to the
To
hair.
the hair.
Jael could attend to the feet. We want to cover the whole woman because we've been functioning, we've been moving, but are we moving in the right way? Are we moving in a whole space? Or we've even left some, you've left Coletta somewhere, you've left Sammy somewhere. So we are
Yeah.
coming and saying, you know what? We want to be whole. We want to move with the whole woman. So that is what I had in mind. And I'm so grateful for the speakers that are lined up because they're going to
Yeah.
address all these different a facet of a woman to bring us back to one whole woman.
Oh yes, oh yes, lovely. And that's what it is. That's what it is, ladies. Because I mean, like you've just mentioned, it's about attending to the whole woman, isn't it? And just making sure we're taken care of from all aspects. Because I believe as women, we carry so much, and sometimes there are no platforms that are available for us. Or somebody's just said they, who's this? Shali Mash to say they're from South Africa, and
Yeah.
somebody else from Zim. Zim is presenting in the
Yeah,
house.
Zim
Come
is
on,
on fire.
ladies. We want
Zim
everybody.
is on
Tanzania,
fire,
where
hey?
are
Zim
you?
is on fire.
Tashesi is
Zim is
from
on
Zimbabwe
fire.
as well. Hello, ladies.
Okay, we get
Yeah, so
Cameroon.
Cameroon, ooh, Cameroon in the
And Togo.
house.
And then Togo, is that
Yes,
Togo?
yes, it's Togo.
Togo, oh my
Mm.
goodness. I mean, I hope
Oh, wow.
somebody's listing all those countries because we
There.
definitely need to put it all out there. There
Look
we
at
go.
that. Togo.
Kaditya is in Togo. Well done and welcome, welcome. So basically, that's what we're talking about, yeah. So again, just to touch base on what you've just said or follow through with the question I've just asked you. What is a whole woman to you? I know you've touched a little bit on it, but can you just elaborate on what, when you think whole woman, what is wholeness to you?
Okay. So for me, a whole woman, it will go back to what I always teach about. I teach about
Yeah.
spirit. It's the spiritual, it's the physical,
Mm-hmm.
it's the emotional, it's the relational, it's the finances. So
Yeah.
how you are, the whole of you, because most
Mm-hmm.
of the time we run
Mm-hmm.
after the money and then
Yeah.
we leave the emotions. We run, we
Yes.
go to church, hallelujah,
Mm-hmm.
Jesus. And this side,
Mm-hmm.
you, when we say let's walk 1 kilometer, you're
Yeah.
struggling.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the whole
Yeah.
woman is coming and saying, how are you in this area? How are you in this area? How are you? And socially, some of us,
Ah.
when last did you go out for coffee with a friend?
Mm, exactly.
Actually,
Exactly.
forgot
Yes,
with a
Tammy.
friend, with
Yes.
yourself.
Yes.
There you go. There you go.
With
That is
yourself.
so true. We're so
Yeah.
busy, aren't we? We're so busy filling everybody else's cup that we really just put ourselves in the in the back line and say, "Look, I'm okay." And that, I think that that actually genuinely breaks my heart because with a lot of women, you notice that when you ask them, "How are you?" a lot of women are just inclined to say, "I'm okay." And that okay does not necessarily mean they are really okay. So
Okay,
I've
yeah.
learned to always, instead of me just getting on, oh, okay, if you're okay, then that's fine. I go deeper in, are you really okay? Mentally, are you okay? Financially,
Mm.
okay? I might not be able to, assist you financially at the minute, or I might not be able to sit with you and have a mental session with you, but I can refer you to somebody else. I can refer you to something that can assist you. So I think as ladies, it's something that we really need to be cognizant of when we speak to each other. Just be kind to another woman and be
Mm.
there, assist them, talk to them, have a conversation just by checking in. Samu, are you really okay? Because
Absolutely.
as ladies we tend to just, yeah, we get so busy, and I don't think generally women do it out of malice or they do it because they really don't
No.
want to check on each other. It's genuinely because you're just busy and you tend to just focus on your little family, and you forget that there's other people around you. So it's a good thing that you mentioned that on wholeness and all that. And if I may ask you, what gap did you pick on or recognize that this summit is going to obviously, cover, or this summit is going to minister on, that will assist the ladies that are going to be attending the summit and the
Okay.
master classes as well?
So for me, what I realized when I was sitting down, for myself, I wanted to get to a space where I can move beyond my circle, move
Yeah,
beyond just Limpopo, Joburg,
yeah,
Pretoria, and stuff. I wanted to make the circle bigger.
of
And
course.
I've realized that many people, many women are trying, like, oh, there are no clients, there are no clients. But you're saying there are no clients. How many people do you have in your circle? How
Yeah.
many people have
Yeah.
you interacted with? So I said,
Yeah.
instead of me going alone and expanding my circle, why not take the whole
Yeah.
African woman
Yeah.
with me?
Exactly. Exactly.
Let's
That's
go,
it.
let's build,
Yeah.
let's grow together. So that's what I realized. The gap that was there is that, you know what, we need to hear from each other, and we need to network from each other. I'm loving that we've got Togo, we've got, someone is saying that they look at this, Zim lady watching from DC. And look at that, would
Washington,
I have
D.C. in
known,
the house.
would I have known someone from that? Would I have
Yeah.
known someone from
Yeah.
Rwanda? Look at that.
Oh, hello. Hello, beautiful lady.
You know, so
Yeah.
this is about coming together as African
Yeah.
women. And I tell you what, Coletta, when I was talking to the speakers, do you know that a lizard in South Africa is a lizard in Togo?
Exactly.
What we go through in South Africa
Same.
and Zimbabwe and Botswana is exactly what they go through in Rwanda. It's
Yeah.
exactly what they go through in the UK.
Yes. Mm-hmm. That is
Am I
so
wrong,
true.
Sammy? What do you think? Am I wrong?
Absolutely. You are not wrong. You are not wrong.
Yeah.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
and I love that when you did this, you brought in other women. Like going back to Qualeta's question, what gap did you see in women's life? That was the question, right, Miss Qualeta?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
And I love how Samu summed it up by saying to bring in a community. But
Yes.
taking it back to our theme, which is heal, grow, and build,
Mhm.
I would
Yeah.
throw a spanner in the works and say the gap that I have seen in women's lives is
Mm.
that we know who we are to other people, but do we know who we are to ourselves?
There you go.
Ah.
Because we have
Mm.
been made to nurture, to grow families,
Mm.
to have babies, to be wives,
Yeah.
to be
Yeah.
business, but who are you?
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
gap that I've
Yeah.
seen, that we can all describe ourselves as Maya's
Mm.
mom, Daniel's wife, but who are you? That's the gap that we
Exactly.
need to fill as women, to also help us to heal and to grow and to build ourselves outside these external structures or relationships.
Wow.
Ah,
Wow.
yes,
Yeah.
that
Look
is
at
so
that.
true.
Look at
That
that.
is
Look
so
at that.
true. That is so true. I saw Tabang and Costa there in South Africa. Welcome, ladies. Welcome, welcome. We are so glad. Listen, like I said, if you are on the line, if you're watching us live, please share to as many people as you can. Just share it so that we can have as many women come here, because I believe conversations that are going to be had over the next couple of weeks are conversations that are real, genuine, authentic. These are real women that have gone through the things that you are probably going through or your neighbors going through. So if they get to be on the platform, they get to hear, they get to work on certain things through us. We are walking together in this journey. So while I'm just on that, Samu, the theme of this conference is heal, grow, and build. Yeah. And
Mhm.
that's a very, very valid theme. And I'll tell you why I'm validating it. Because like I mentioned earlier on, a lot of women are carrying so much,
Yeah.
so much, and unfortunately, because we've been taught to nurture, we've been taught to be strong, and especially the African woman, it's like for some reason we just, I don't know, we just made to be tougher for some reason. And because
Mhm.
of that, we carry so much and we do not have places to let it all out. And women end up getting all these sort of diseases that are inexplicable, because they just don't know they don't have an outlet.
Mhm.
So your
Mhm.
theme is heal, grow, and build. What exactly are you targeting at here? I know it's self-explanatory, but for somebody who's just joined for the first time and they want to know, listen, I've been going through some stuff. So what is in it in this thing for me? If I really just attend these master classes, what am I going to, gain from this. Hello, Lesotho in the house.
I think Kudzi can explain that one first before I explain, because she loves that one.
Okay,
How
go
can
on,
you read
Kudzi. You
minds,
take
my
it over.
guy?
I can read minds,
Yeah,
eh?
Okay, so that theme, heal, grow, and build, actually stems from the three streams of SamuONline. So, like she
okay.
mentioned before, Samu does digital training and digital
Yeah,
skills. She
okay.
builds women's skills up digitally. And then
Yeah,
she also has the emotional side, is the I met her side, where
okay.
she deals with healing the inner woman. And
Yeah,
also, that's where the relational stuff comes in, being a mother, how you relate to your network, to your family, to your friends, and also your identity. Like Samantha was saying, that most of the times we
mhm,
don't know who we are. We know who we are
yeah,
to others, but we don't know who we are ourselves, our identity. So in I Met Her, all those things are covered. And you might think, what is SamuONline? What is different about SamuONline? Yes,
yeah.
it talks about building the woman, upskilling the woman, right? It talks about business training, teaching you how to handle money, your business, grow, and things like that. But the niche, the unique thing about SamuONline is she also deals with the healing part. So I can give you like a scenario. How many of us have been to business summits, trainings, you've joined
Yeah,
YouTube
yeah.
classes, done this and this, but somehow
Mm,
you don't seem to break through. You don't seem to,
yeah,
there's a barrier that you can't seem to break through. Maybe you've
yeah,
reached a certain level in your business, but you want to go further, and you're trying, you've done everything, you've done every training, you've done every coaching, you've multiple coaches and whatever, but you can't
yeah.
seem to break that barrier. We discovered with iMeta that sometimes when we can't break that barrier, it has to do with your inner self. Maybe you
Yes,
have trauma, that you've
yes.
been through in your life, things that you have buried, that you have
Yeah.
forgotten, that happened a long time ago, and you've buried and moved on and
Mm,
told yourself, I'm a
mm-hmm.
strong woman, and
Yeah.
you marched on.
Mhm,
But
mhm.
those
Mm-hmm.
things, subconsciously, they block you, because when you're in that trauma, a script was written in your mind, and that script now sometimes it gets triggered, and you don't even know it's being triggered. It's like the way we breathe, right? You don't think about breathing. That's how triggers work. You have a script in your brain that was developed because of traumas and experiences and backgrounds and hardships, and now you can't break that barrier, because that script is triggered every time a situation arises. Maybe when
Mm-hmm.
risk arises in your business, that trigger
Yeah.
is, and then you make certain decisions that don't make sense, and you don't even know why. And when you sit down, you're like, but I know these things, that
Mm-hmm.
training, that coaching,
Mm-hmm.
that, So
Exactly.
iMeta now
Yeah.
comes in now to deal with those things that you cannot get from a training, a business training or coaching, or even from church. Some of our churches don't even deal with certain things like this.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's the unique thing about SamuONline. And that's where the healing, growing, and building comes from.
Perfect, perfect.
And
that's exactly what I wanted to hear, because this is exactly what we're talking about.
Mhm.
There's a lot of things that are not said in our communities. There's a lot of
Yes.
things that are not said in our churches, in our
Mm.
environments, in our families. It's taboo. You cannot talk about them. So when you have spaces like this and you're able to be free, talk about it, to say, listen, I'm going through A, B, C, and D. How do we deal with it? I love that about this. Sammy, you want to
Mm.
say something? You want
yeah,
to
I
add on
wanted
there?
to say,
Yeah.
just to confirm what Kuzi was saying, let me just
Yeah.
go back to when we started, because when we started, I only introduced myself as Semi from Botswana.
Yes.
But what I
Yeah.
do currently, I am a transformational and personal development coach. I am an
Yeah.
author, a published author. I've written my
Yeah.
own books. I've also collaborated with other women. And over
Yeah.
and above that, I am a mother, I am a wife.
Yeah.
And before being all these things, I was a banker for about
Mm.
15 years. I was in the
Yeah.
banking industry. And
Yeah.
then that one day came when I was laid off from work. I was
Yeah.
retrenched in 2021 from my 8 to 5. So
Yeah.
going back to the Heal, Grow, and Build. After
Mm.
being retrenched, my friends, my family kept asking, "Aren't you looking for a job? Are you?" They'll send me posts, when they see something you can apply.
Yeah.
And at the bottom of my heart, I
Mm.
felt, okay, much as I knew that at some point I was going to leave the employer, but nobody wants to live that way, being
I know.
retrenched. So
Yeah.
it caused a lot of pain and trauma.
True.
And in my own little corner,
Mm-hmm.
instead of jumping right back into the corporate world, I decided I need to heal first
Yeah.
because
Yes.
I don't want to be going for an interview and carrying the energy that I'm coming with,
Yeah.
carrying
Yeah.
the pain,
Mm.
carrying maybe some toxic um, things that were happening, and then I bring them into the next
Yeah.
employer.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
very important that we heal, and in that healing comes growth
Yes.
Mm.
because now you
Yes.
have a different person.
Yes.
You were a
Yes.
banker, now you are basically nothing, if I may,
Mm.
while at the
Yeah.
same time you are a whole lot of woman. But at that
Yes.
moment, you are feeling like really there is nothing. All I've ever known is banking. So who am I now?
Exactly.
I needed to heal from
Exactly.
that. And from the healing came the
Mm.
growth of
Yeah.
embracing where I was. And from the growth came what? The building. Who would have thought that
Yes.
I would
Mm.
Yes.
pivot from banking to transformational coaching
Yes.
to etiquette coach to author?
Exactly.
So, but
Exactly.
had I not allowed myself to heal, I don't think I would have been able to take out the greatness that is still in me. So I
Exactly.
can confirm to what Kuzi is saying that I
Yeah.
matter. I need
Mm.
Yeah.
to heal. I needed to
Yes.
heal for the growth
Uh,
and the building to happen. Yeah, that's
yes.
what I wanted to
Wow.
say.
Oh, thank you, Sammy, for that. Thank you. I think somebody needed to hear that because you know what? I believe when you are in crisis, it's either you're just going to die in crisis or you're going to be stretched. And in your
Mm.
case, you chose the stretching part. You stretched and you birthed all these platforms and all these, babies that are obviously now taking care of you. Had you just decided to be in that corner or not heal, you'd have probably moved on to the next thing and it would have catapulted to a lot of pain, a lot of resentment, and you just end up bleeding on the people that did not cut you. So
Mm.
I'm very happy that we know we've got platforms like that. I Meta, and I know someone's going to probably just put all the details there. Ladies, if you're in and around, is it only maybe someone can actually touch a little bit on the I Meta part because I see there's a lot of inquiries coming through. She will then obviously put all the information around that. But just to maybe briefly, I don't want to digress from the masterclass, but briefly,
Mm.
Samu, if you can just let us know what iMeta is about.
You're muted, I think.
You are muted, Samu.
Oh, guys, the struggle is real. I'm okay.
That's all right. Yeah.
Yeah. Like for me, yes, SamuONline has got the different streams. And I met her came from a journey of my own journey. So what I really put out there on social media or wherever it is, it's experiences that I have gone through. And I know,
Mm.
like I said, a lizard in South Africa is a lizard in Togo.
Yeah.
So it came from a journey of me going through emotional healing
Mm.
after my mom passed away, just a bit, my mom passed away 2006. And I
Mm.
only went back to her grave 2024. But it was
Wow.
because I had gone through the journey of healing,
Mm.
emotional healing. And that is when I saw my business start to take over. Yes, I've been in business this whole time, but I saw a shift in my business, because then now it was a Samu who is no longer carrying the baggage. So hence
Yes.
we said, you know what, there is a space
Mm.
that we need to get into. We come to the room, you strip off, you are Mrs. We don't talk about Mrs. We don't talk
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
title.
Yeah.
We you know, we salute the doctors, the lawyers, the who's, we salute them. But when we get to I Matter, you are only bringing Sam, you're only
Yes.
bringing Coletta, you're
Yes.
only bringing Kudzai, Jael, Samantha. No one else is coming. No
Yeah.
husband is coming. No children are coming.
Mm.
It's just
Mm.
you. So that we
Mm.
can then, from there, when we heal, we grow. And from when we
So
grow, we
good.
build. We now
So
build
good.
businesses that are solid. After
And
my
that's
journey
it.
of healing, I've gone to 2 international trips, which I looked at my notebooks. I've been trying to go, I think, as far as 2014. I've been trying to go to China, but I didn't. But after
Mm.
that, I went to the States. Nini, nini, I'm in China. I'm like, what? How? It was because
Mm-hmm.
of the
Yeah.
healing that had taken place.
Yes.
So I was
Yes.
now in alignment with what I'm called to. So the next I Matter is actually happening in Zimbabwe. I don't know whether because maybe Zimbabwe got the gist of things, that's why there are a lot of them here tonight. Because the next one, we
Yeah.
are going to Zimbabwe in October
Yeah.
from the 9th to
Yeah.
the 11th, and
Yeah.
will be, I believe it's an affluent suburb in Borodale in
Yeah.
Zimbabwe. So
Mm.
we will be there. Why? Because we know you are queens. We're taking you to a good place, and you come and relax, and you come as you are, and we help us heal, we help us to grow,
Mm.
and then from
Mm.
there we are building the legacies that we are talking about.
Mm.
So
So
that is
good.
I
So
Matter for
good.
us. And then
Yeah.
watch the space. There is a mega I Matter that is coming. Watch the space.
Yes, yes, yes. We'll save that one for the best, yeah, for the last,
Yes,
right at the
yes,
end. So
yes,
you
yes.
better sit in there and enjoy the journey with us till we get to the end. Look, ladies, I am more than thrilled to to hear you talk about these things, because these are some of the things that I'm personally very passionate about. I mean, I've got my own platform, Mama Nation, where I talk about especially healing. I can never say it enough, because I believe one healed woman can heal generations. There is many generations that have been destroyed, destinies that have been destroyed because one woman chose not to heal. So
Yeah.
if you're listening and you're going through some phases where you're like, listen, whatever they did to me, I don't think I can heal, or I don't think I can forgive. Just yesterday, I was talking to somebody very close to me, and they had gone through something, and they said a statement, and they're like, I don't think I can ever forgive them. And I quickly said to them, listen, if you
Sure.
want to move on with your life, if you want to get somewhere in life, you're going to get to a point where you're going to have to heal. Forgive
Yes.
them and heal. And healing
Mm.
is not for them, it's for
It's
you.
for
You
you.
can never get to the next phase of your life if you cannot heal. And a lot of women need to understand that, because we bottle up things, isn't it? We bottle up things, and we don't want to talk about it because we are afraid. So, anyway, not to digress too much from it, we're going to go
There's the
on
I Matter.
to Jael. Miss Jael, you've been sitting there looking pretty and very quiet. I want to ask you some questions. Listen, I know you've been on the ground, and you've been hands on with almost everything that's happened, just as much as Kudzi. Can you just, tell the viewers what this experience has been like for you, and what it's done for you personally in your in your personal space, but also just the summit itself, coming up to the summit and coming up to this master classes.
Thank you so much, Coletta. I actually met Miss Samu. Was it last month? You
Okay.
wouldn't even believe. That is the first time we had an interaction with Miss Samu, and the minute we talked, I knew this is my sister. This is my sister in all forms.
Yeah, yeah,
And I just and some actually talked at one of my recent webinars, which was moms in the technological spaces. And
yeah.
it's so wonderful the way she speaks, the way she just pours life into other women and people. It gave me this I was just excited. I was just excited to be able to be part of
Yeah.
of what she does as well, part of Imata, part of everything she's in. And she also reached
Yeah.
out to me and asked if I could be one of the speakers at some. Yeah, I'm glad, and I'm always willing to do anything, especially if it involves women and it involves the advancement of women. Yeah, so I'm here because I love what Miss Samu is trying to put out there, especially in the African context, since these are things that we rarely get to talk about on a wider space. So this is actually the beginning of something great, some a movement that is going to get to the biggest heights, the highest of the heights ever possible. And I'm here to see it all. I'm here to witness my fellow sister winning, my fellow African sister winning. Yeah,
Yeah.
and I'm so glad to be. I'm open to listening. I'm open to learning because I'm pretty sure I'm going to learn a lot from every each and every one of you. And my hope is that women actually get empowered by this and get
Yes.
to have that impact. Yeah,
Yes.
to be able to understand that we are powerful as we are, and whatever it is we put our minds to, we can actually do it. Yeah, we need to put ourselves in a position where we are together.
Yeah.
Yeah, when we hold
Yeah.
each other's hands, we can do great
Yes.
things.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
such a
true. That's
wonderful
so
opportunity.
true. Yes.
Yeah,
No woman left behind. Yeah. We're carrying everybody on this
no
journey.
woman is left
No
behind.
woman left behind. I
True.
agree. I agree.
Yeah.
Yes. Um, Miss
Wow.
Samantha.
Uh, am I muted? Okay.
No, no, we can
Okay,
hear
Miss
you. We can
Kalata.
hear you, Sammy.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I wanted to ask Coletta. She's been asking us questions, so I wanted to ask her. She's in the UK and everything is happening. Why would you want to come and join us, women in Africa, doing this? What is it, my sister? Why are you here?
Listen, listen. How dare you ask me these questions? First and foremost, I'm African. I am African by blood, by everything in me. I mean, come on, come on. I'm as African as they get. Listen, like I said from the beginning, I am all for women empowerment. Yeah, I love anything and everything to do with women empowerment. And I remember when you reached out to me and you said, listen, this is what I've got to do, and I need A, B. I said, say no more. Say no more, because I am on that journey with you, because this is me. Honestly, I live and I tick when I hear things like this, because I'm very passionate about women. I want to see women win because I know the potential. Listen, if you were to, for those, obviously without taking much of the time, for those that can, if you go on my YouTube channel, you hear get to know why I'm so passionate about life, coming from my backstory. Somebody who was, literally, I think I had been cancelled out of society my entire life. So because of that, because I know where I'm coming from, and I know there's a lot of women that have gone through even worse than what I've been through, and they've been given many chances, and I'm one of them. So I am very passionate, and I say to God, this is one promise I gave to God. God, because you've given me a second chance and a third chance and a fourth chance, I will make sure I will drag any woman that I can in my best ability to bring them to the best version of themselves. Because you know what? Life is not a rehearsal, you know?
Yeah.
We are actually the main actresses. The sooner we realize that, the easier it's going to be for us. A lot of women are just living their lives thinking, okay, maybe tomorrow will be better.
Yeah,
Live today.
yeah,
In today is now is the time for you to
Yeah.
enjoy life, be the best version of yourself. Motherhood does not have to be hard. Being a wife does not have to be hard. Being a sister, a business owner, it does not have to be hard. We can still have it all, because the narrative has been something has to give. Yes, something
Yeah.
will give, but at my own accord. You get that? It
yeah,
should be at my own accord. I should still be able to do what I need to do, and leave the best version of myself. So, to answer your question, there is no way I would have missed this out. There is absolutely no way. Even if you had not told me, I know I would have somehow found it, because I'm always on the, looking what's
Yeah,
new, what's happening, where are the women at? Because I want to be there. I want to be with women that are winning, because I believe every single woman should be winning, especially with us African sisters. I'm sorry. I'm very, very, in fact, I shouldn't be
yeah.
apologizing. I'm unapologetic about that one, because every woman should carry on the battle.
Wow, I love that. No, back to you, ma'am.
Okay, so you're throwing the baton back to me. You know what? This is what I do, so I am not, bothered. Miss Sammy, I was going to ask you before, we went on to me. You are one of the speakers at the summit, yeah?
Okay, yeah.
Without giving too much, what topic are you going to be talking about, and what does it mean to you personally?
Like I mentioned when we started, that
Yeah,
I am one of the speakers on the first day of the summit, and probably the
yeah,
first speaker,
yeah,
which gives me a lot of pressure, but I'm loving it, because just like you, Miss Coletta, I'm
yeah,
passionate about building women and making sure that we all win. So my topic will be, who am I now beyond the titles, beyond
yes,
being a mother, beyond
yes,
being a wife, beyond
mm,
being a businesswoman or an employee. So
yeah,
that's the
I,
yeah,
topic that I will be presenting. And it's very personal to me, because I've watched myself going through different seasons of life.
yeah,
And each season required a different me.
yes, yes,
And
yeah,
I didn't have to hold on to the titles. I
yeah,
needed to dig deep and find out who Semi is. Even now,
exactly.
I'm excited about the season that I am in, rediscovering my identity. Because sometimes as women, we don't heal or we don't grow because we hold on to the
Yeah,
titles. So if the
yes.
titles were stripped away,
Mm. Who are you?
who
Exactly.
are you? So
Yeah,
I'm really excited, and I would really um, encourage all of you here to
yeah,
attend the summit and bring
yeah,
other women, so that we really discover who we are beyond the titles. Like I
yeah,
was saying, I gave an example earlier. I was a banker for almost 15, 16 years. Then
yeah,
that title was taken away.
yeah, yeah,
So really, we can't be holding on to the titles. And we are
exactly.
mothers, we are wives, but
Yeah,
God forbid, anything can happen.
yeah.
You'll no
That's so
longer be
true.
a wife.
That's so true.
Are you still going to hold on to that? So
yes.
it's a very personal thing to me. I was really excited when Ms. Samu invited me to be one of the speakers, and we were discussing the topics, and I was like, who am I now? She has
Yeah,
also challenged me and, questioning myself. So that is my topic for the summit, which will be on the 14th of September. I
yes.
emphasize that so that nobody misses it. 14th of
Exactly.
September, ladies. See you there.
Nobody's got an excuse. They need to be there. They need to
They
be
need to
there.
be there.
I was gonna say you've just literally taken some words out of my mouth, because I was gonna speak the same, to say, listen, I'm going to be taking a master class on the, is it the 17th? No, today is the 17th. Why am I getting my days mixed up? On the, it's next week Monday. So I'm also gonna be
Yeah.
taking a master class next week Monday, and my topic is motherhood without losing yourself. You cannot afford to miss that one. You have to
Hmm.
be part. So again, share with all your friends, share with everybody that you know. Listen, they're going through a phase. They don't know where they stand. They don't have to choose between motherhood and being yourself. Yeah. So yeah, Miss Samu, obviously, as we're coming to a close up on this, I just want you to give a word of encouragement first of all. But before you get to the word of encouragement first, I want you to talk to a lady who's just come onto the channel, and they've just probably, by chance, or, by divine purpose, they've just bumped into this conversation. What is your encouragement to them to attend the masterclasses as well as to attend the summit? What would you want to say if you're speaking to a lady that you've just met there, and they need to know what's going on? What would you say to them?
Okay. So, my lady who's just tuned in right now, we are having a special time, 9 weeks of celebrating 9 years of started with one woman, but that is not in with one woman. Okay, so
Yeah.
there's one woman somewhere there, and there are many women there, right?
Yeah.
So it's 9 weeks
Yeah.
of celebrating 9 years of SamuONline. The 9 weeks, every Monday, we are going to have master classes. And master classes, we're not going to be chit-chatting like we're doing today. Today, we're just saying, get to know us, who we
Yeah.
are, and before we serve you. So we are
Yeah.
going to be having deep classes on
Yeah.
the different topics that we have chosen to say that you need to heal, you need to grow, and you need to build. We're going to touch on the finances. We're going to touch on the emotions. We're going to touch on the motherhood. We're going to touch on leaving a legacy, what it means to leave a legacy. And we're going to touch on um, the YouTube. I'm excited because my coach who brought me on YouTube, she's having a special masterclass on the 14th, the one that Sammy keeps talking about. Sammy is starting in the morning. In the evening, my coach is coming and she's going to teach us the power of having a YouTube channel. That's why I am still here. So I said,
Yeah.
you know what? I know I'll be tired, but you know what? I owe it to the women to learn
Yeah.
about this YouTube space. Her channel just hit 100K subscribers. So she's
Wow.
getting the button. So you
Mm.
don't want to miss the summit because all the women are bringing in everything and they are pouring it out to you. And somebody is saying, where is the summit? The summit from the 14th to the 18th of September will be on the WhatsApp channel of SamuONline Hub. Even if you check for it on WhatsApp, SamuONline Hub, you find it. But below this video, we're going to put all the details. You can join the WhatsApp group. You can interact with us. We are available to serve you. But one exciting thing I like about the summit and the celebration, it's the networking. That one I will not leave out because we have women like we have seen over. I now know Jael. I didn't know Jael. Like now, if I go to Kenya, she'll come and pick me up from the airport. And when I go to Heathrow, she'll be there. And then if I'm going to Zimbabwe via Botswana, I know that I've got somewhere to sleep, before getting to Zimbabwe. And then when I'm going to Joburg, before I get to Joburg, I can go and have some coffee somewhere there. It's like, you see, my journey is sorted.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, that's the summit.
Ah, wonderful. Ladies, it's been such a pleasure to have you all online, and thank you so much for giving us teasers of what exactly is going to be happening and what the ladies can expect. I mean, I cannot emphasize enough why you need to be part of this summit, why you need to be part of the master classes. The topics, everything is going to be flighted either on the channel, but also even on the YouTube channel. I know Miss Sammy was flighting some of the flyers of everything that will be coming up. If you've got any information that you're not clear on, feel free to reach out. Ms. Sammy is available online, and everybody else can be able to assist you. But thank you so much, beautiful ladies, for joining us, and thank you for coming all through and pulling from all parts of the world. I'm so excited, because I mean, come on, where else do you have women from all over the
Yep.
the world, So we're looking forward to all them Chinese. I hope, Sammy, when you went to China, you invited Chinese people on this platform.
Okay.
Of course.
Yeah. We want them all. Everybody must be on here. We want everybody. I mean, Chinese, everyone. Anyway, we want all of them here. Listen, because like you're saying, it's a whole woman. It's not about the skin color. It's not about, where you're coming from. It's not about the country. It's really just about the woman as a whole. And that's what
Yeah.
we are about. We want to make sure that we minister to the woman holistically. So, ladies, thank you so much. And to our viewers out there, I could never thank you enough for being part of this beautiful session. We look forward to seeing you every Monday for the next 4 weeks. We'll be seeing you every Monday on the master classes. And then we will be having the summit. Like we said, it's also coming in. So thank you and have a lovely night, ladies. We will see you on the other side. You don't be left behind.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, ladies. And while Miss Coletta has said her goodbyes, I just want to give everybody homework.
Okay.
If you removed your name, your career, your marital status, your motherhood, and every title you carry now, how would you introduce yourself? Those are my parting
Yes.
words. See you on the
Wow.
14th.
Oh,
Yes.
wow.
Yes, think
Wow.
about it. How would you
Yes.
introduce
Food for
yourself?
thought.
Food
Food for
for
thought.
thought. Hey?
Yeah.
All
Yes,
right.
please. I like this
Thank
one. We
you.
fly the first.
Okay. Okay, Pamisa.
Awesome. All right.